cannot sit still, followed by millions of dumbfounded dipshits, and some say the end is near. Some say we'll see Armageddon soon. Certainly hope we will. I sure could use a vacation from this
bull.
stupid shit. Silly shit. Stupid shit. One great big festering neon distraction. I've a suggestion to keep you all occupied. They're the swell. They're the swell. They're the swell. Mom's gonna fix it all soon. Mom's coming round to put it back the way it ought.
So what I was doing last night, I was learning to swim down at CH, at the John Oliver headquarters for Election Day 2015. The Red Army has swept through Canada. The Red Army really swept through Atlantic Canada. Holy shit. It was like the Montreal Canadiens going through their 6-game win streak through Atlantic Canada. It was just fucking red. But welcome to the block. I am your host, Kyle Johnston. I usually say no rest for the wicked, but it's been a little while since I jumped on here and did a podcast. I've been basically, to put it bluntly, I've been fucking busy. The elections took a lot of my time away. School assignments. Gotta head down to some Buffer Fest to cover some YouTubers on Friday. It should be interesting. It's interesting just setting it up, put it that way. Holy fuck. Unorganized. Don't know where the fuck going. I got fucking midterms. I got a fucking on-air test. I got shit to do, right? Like, this was my fucking day job, man, to be easy. I know my crew. I know that we'd all fucking get there, because that's their job. Say, hey, we're showing up Friday. We need to be there. Fucking 9 o'clock. I know I have nothing else in my fucking way, except for a family tragedy or something like that. That would stop me from going. Like, you know, they always say, the profs say, oh, it's like the real world. It's like, the real world, I'm not fucking going to school, trying to work a part-time job, trying to do fucking homework. Trying to have a social fucking life. But anyways. This is the block. I am Kyle Johnston. I got some sports picks on the way. We got some Justin Trudeau talk. Some Lamar Odem. Some NFL. Obviously some BPL. I'm a big fucking footy fan. Football. The beautiful game. No spandex. No helmets. No fucking pads. Use your bloody foot to control the ball. Footy. The beautiful game. We got some of that coming up. First, I just want to thank CHCH. A little bit of fucking tool ripping here. A little anima. Kickstart the fucking podcast, but I want to thank CHCH Hamilton for letting me volunteer with them. Wasn't the busiest of nights. It wasn't like City TV at John Tory's headquarters, I can tell you that much. But I want to thank them for giving me the time. Got a chance to ask a lot of questions. Just kind of helped set up, help keep track of the poll stats, stuff like that. Talk to some of the guests. I want to thank Brittany Gogo, the field reporter / producer. I call them producers because they're there producing and reporting, as well as the cameraman producing and doing his camera work. I want to thank Brittany for taking her time to answer our questions, for putting up with us. Fuck does she work hard. Fuck she work hard. Fucking research like that, man. Print it off. It's nice to see her go at it. Doing her live hits. She was doing live hits, basically. They had an expert there as well, Alex from McMaster. He was very generous. Very generous. Offered me his contact info. Knows his politics. I learned a lot from him just listening to him. So I'll definitely be reaching out to him. He was an excellent guest. He was an excellent person to talk to. He treated me well. All I really had to do was get some water for him. And Andrew Dougherty, cameraman. Thanks, bud. He's a big Habs fan. did a little bit of research. First thing I really noticed when I went on his Facebook was Dallas Cowboys sailing Montreal Canadiens. So not too fucking bad. I'll take sailing as he likes to do some adventure stuff, you know. He is a cameraman, for fuck's sakes. Probably films most of it. Thank you to all you guys. Me and one of my classmates, we were down there. It's a good time. Fucking right on, Liberals. Had enough of this fucking Harper guy. 10 years is too long. 10 years is too long for anybody. Be honest with you. We need a new voice. Need a new change. Talk about voice. This is fucking Justin. Justin Trudeau. Fucking he fucking nail a speech. Fucking he nail a speech. Don't necessarily agree with everything he says. But man, can he fucking deliver a speech. Much like Barack Obama could. His speeches almost put Barack Obama on such a fucking high level that Barack couldn't fucking never reach it. But man, Barack Obama could lay down a fucking speech. Just like Justin Trudeau. Speech last night was pretty amazing. The Canadian part was pretty fucking cheesy. Pretty, like, fuck, man. It's like, it was like Christian, and the proof of the proof is in the proof. The proof of the proof is in the proof. Like, I don't know what it is with these guys, but, whatever. It's good on them. I voted Liberal. I'm not afraid to say that shit because I voted. Half people that are fucking gonna fucking scrutinize me probably didn't fucking vote. But anyways. So that was fucking good times. Seeing Harper fucking step down too as conservative leader was even fucking better than seeing him lose. Conceding defeat. Resigning. So we have to hear him in his fucking robotic monotone fucking voice. We have to see him fucking sitting at every fucking Canada game, every fucking sporting spectacle going the fuck on. Jesus, man. All that, trying to relate to people, and you still couldn't fucking relate to people, man. Like, it was just fucking hilarious, man. Give that credit to Trudeau. He relates to the people. He relates to the people. That's what his biggest advantage was. Harper tried to fucking, you know, smash it with his stupid ass not ready commercials that they ended up just fucking pissing me off and saying this guy is fucking ready. Like, it basically backfired. All the bashing and the amount of money that Harper spent on his campaign and him saying it's the most expensive ball, it basically all backfired in his face. And it gave Trudeau enough time to tread water, learn to swim, as Maynard would say, at the beginning of the campaign, and give people it gave people time to recognize who he was. It gave him time to talk to the people and present to the people who he was. And he never altered his fucking policies. He was very fucking clear on his policies. I'll give him that. Something that Mouclair kind of wasn't. He was kind of to the left, kind of to the right, kind of this, kind of that. Mouclair was clear on some stances, like the Bill C-56 or whatever the hell that fucking shit was. Like, they didn't vote, which is cool. Pretty shitty that the Liberals did vote on it. Like, that's one of the bad reps on Trudeau. But good on him. Now we can focus on the Americano. The Americano race. They'll be heating up here come December, January-ish. For sure. We're in a little bit of a lull. I don't have CNN either, you know, ripping on TV all the time like I do at my parents' house. Even though I'm not there very much, but when I do, it's CNN right away when I get to my parents' house. They know that. Shout out to them. Mom, Dad. Yeah, last night was good. Last night was good. But, fuck, man. Some one of those fucking moods today. As you see, I'm probably a little fucking animated. I'm beat down. I'm running on adrenaline. Got home last night. Started doing up my data visualization story pitch. Had a great idea. Kind of pissed off that I only had 2 minutes to fucking present it. Didn't even really know about that. Like, give me 5. Like, I put together a fucking awesome package. It's not my fault there's a lot of numbers that go with it that people need to hear to fucking make it make sense. You know? There's a lot of myths to the fucking shit. I'll tell you what, dude. Tell you what I'm going to do is, since I didn't get really a chance to fucking present it to my classmates and my profs and shit because I got cut off, and it basically rattled me, I'll present it to all of you guys and girls. The males and the females. And the LGBTQ or whatever you guys are. No offense, but you guys got so many fucking acronyms. I'll lay it on my viewers. I'll give you guys a little preview of what I sometimes do in class. So this is my pitch on data visualization. because it fucking pissed me off. I couldn't present it, and it was fucking awesome. It makes a lot of fucking sense. People should know this shit. It's on the marijuana industry. With the Liberals winning a majority vote in Canada, this means pot will be hitting shelves in a store near you in Canada. See, marijuana, it's more than grass that you and a friend roll up on a lazy day, or in between classes, or on break at work, or at the gym. You name it. Canadians smoke it. Marijuana is a business now ready to explode. Put things into perspective, it's already a $2.75 billion industry in the USA alone. So why shouldn't Canadians be getting their hands sticky if it helps stabilize pension plans, the welfare plan, health care? Because stats say that even with marijuana being illegal, people from all ages are finding ways to get their hands on it. They have an income for it. My focus statement for this story pitch is basically Canada should be involved in the marijuana industry because it will impact our economy. This is no longer about just being able to smoke a joint. It is business. I'll lay down some facts for you here. So as I stated, putting things into perspective of what we can expect to come in Canada. USA, $2.7 billion industry. The state of Colorado alone makes up 1/3 of that. The state of Colorado alone brought in approximately 50, well, I could go look it up for you, to be honest with you, and be accurate, be correct. But just based on tax revenues alone, Colorado, they brought in about $15 million just on tax on marijuana sales. That's $15 million that they didn't used to have. And it's only going to increase. And that's not including sales of seeds, sales of paraphernalia, and everything else that goes on with the booming marijuana culture. Events, businesses have increased. Obviously, restaurants, people got the fucking munchies. Even bars. Sorry. Didn't bring up the one I wanted. There we go. Last year, from September 2014 to September 2015, Colorado brought in $15.175 million in total marijuana taxes, licenses, and fees. It's not fucking bad for, when that money didn't exist there a couple years ago. $3.4 million Canadians, give or take a couple 10,000, or 12.2% of Canadians used marijuana in 2012. 9.1% in 2011. Now, of the 3.4 million, I'm just going to bring up my research here because I'm going to rely on this. Of the 3.4 million, 2.2 were males. Even before I get to that, the 3.4 million marijuana smokers in Canada, that's why sorry about this, should have my cue cards running through this. I'm going to start flying through this a little bit quicker here. So the 3.4 million marijuana smokers in Canada, just over a million, or 33%, were in the demographic of 18 to 24 in total. Now, there were 2.2 million male smokers from 15 to 65 or older, so 15 plus. 41% of those, or 641,000 or so, were demographic of 18 to 24. There were only 1.1 million female Canadian smokers. Definitely a big gap between, basically a difference of a million marijuana smokers between male and female overall. But a lot of the smokers are basically males 18 to 24 and 25 to 44. That's who's smoking weed. In Ontario, they had 1.3 million Canadians who said they smoked weed for the Ontario population. That's 12%. BC, 538,000 said they smoked weed. Of the BC population, that's 14.3%. Health Canada says, the average age of their first use of pot is 15.7, quite young. Something that's very interesting, as of January 2013, sorry about that. Yeah, as of January 2013, the number of people who held number of people who were allowed to have medical marijuana, possess dried medical marijuana, 28,970. And then, with not even a year has passed, November 2013, number of people who had authorization, that's what I was trying to say, number of people who had authorization for dried medical marijuana, 38,000. That's an increase of 10,000 people within 1 year, not even 1 year. It's quite staggering numbers. I could go a little bit deeper. We're going to keep moving on. It's going to help our economy, besides the fact that they'll be able to tax it, the fees and the licenses, the extra tax of the paraphernalia and the sales of seeds. But in 2002, to put things in perspective, Canadian Senate put out a report. It said it estimated the country's cost of the justice system for marijuana was between $300 million and $500 million. That's $300 to $500 million spent on the justice system for marijuana in 2002. It's a shitload of fucking money. The majority of police-related drug offenses in 2013 involved cannabis, 67%. Of the roughly 73,000 police-reported cannabis offenses in 2013, 59% were for possession, 80%. They're not arresting traffickers. They're not arresting suppliers. Put it this way. 2013, there were 208 offenses of marijuana per a population rate of 100,000. So every 100,000 people, there are 208 offenses of marijuana. In 1991, there was a low of 119,000 offenses of marijuana. 2013, there were 168 people per 100,000 people that were arrested for possession, compared to only 41 people per 100,000 people that were arrested for supplying. 2001, a year where they spent an exorbitant amount of money, or were getting ready to fight marijuana. They arrested 154 people. There were 154 offenses per every 100,000 people. And they arrested 65 people per 100,000 people for supplying. So you can see that they're arresting a lot more people for possession than supply or trafficking. A hell of a lot more. Since 2006, arrests for pot possession have jumped 41%. In those 6 years, police have actually reported more than 405,000 marijuana-related arrests to enforce the criminal law against cannabis. They think right now it's roughly about $1 billion to help enforce against marijuana with the judicial system and the police enforcement. $1 billion wasted. Another waste of money is in 2007, the Conservatives, who are out, they shifted their drug strategy from Health Canada to the Justice Department. And what do you think happened when you shift something from health to justice? Most of the $528 million that was budgeted for a strategy against marijuana, for marijuana between 2012 and 2017 has now gone to enforcement rather than treatment, public education, or health promotion, which is a damn problem because these people, most of them aren't criminals, especially people who are getting arrested for possession. They aren't criminals. A lot of them are sick, and they need it. It's an addiction. Put things back into perspective, we're going to jump back into the industry of things. You know, as you see, we're starting to save money outside of just making money. It's addition by subtraction. Medical marijuana, they think it's going to be a $1.3 billion industry by 2024 in Canada. That's just medical marijuana. Right now, it's about $200 million industry. It's waiting to fucking boom. There's 13 licensed producers of medical marijuana in Canada. There's more than 50,000 Canadians that have registered to use medical weed. Tweed Marijuana Incorporated, located in Smith Falls, Ontario. They actually have a sister farm in southwestern Ontario as well. It's the largest distributor of medical marijuana in Canada. And the funny thing is that of these 13 licensed medical marijuana companies, Tweed Marijuana, Bedrocan Cannabis, Organigram Holdings, T-Bird Pharma, PharmaCann Capital Corp, which is going to explode, that company in particular, Metrum Health Corp. You can all find these on the stock market. They've all taken their companies and put them on the stock market. It's quite fascinating, to be honest with you. Go check it out. Quite fascinating. Check out some of the videos on Vice. 66% of Canadians expect marijuana to be legalized. British Columbia has actually Atlantic Canada, surprisingly, has the highest support for legalizing marijuana. It brings in money to help their infrastructure. People aren't stupid. It's a little bit slower than what I would, present it. A little bit slower than when I would present it in class, obviously. I got some time here. I'm in a different environment. I'm a lot more enthusiastic too and shit sometimes. But those are just some things by the numbers and stuff. Go check some of this stuff out. Especially with crime rate and the judicial system and the incarcerated and the police offense rate and stuff like that. The incarceration. So it's pretty funny. If you could free up those systems, it's crazy how much money you can just save like that. Not to mention the industry that will become the Canadian marijuana industry within the next 12 months. Be aware, be on the lookout. The Liberals won't do a whole lot in 2015. You'll see an impact come the fall 2016, in my opinion. The thing that's fucking firing me up though right now, it's fucking Lamar Odem. And I send my condolences to Lamar Odem. I don't want to see anybody in that kind of pain or see their family witnessing somebody in that kind of pain. As many people might know, 911 or the ambulance was called to a brothel, little basically fucking a sex club in Las Vegas that found they went there and they found Lamar Odom unconscious. He's been vomiting. He's been fucking boozing. He's been taking this herbal Viagra, which I don't even think is necessarily completely a herbal Viagra. There's a lot of synthetic drugs that get put in packages of Viagra and stuff like that so they can get them across the border and sell them. It's a big thing in Britain right now. Synthetic drugs that come in like Viagra pills and etc. etc. And it's just like speed, basically. A crazy thing like fucking speed. It's a crazy hallucinogen. And it's a big phenomenon in Britain. And I think it's starting to catch on in the southwest and the south, of the USA. I think it's pretty big in Arizona right now. Synthetic drugs, speed. But the thing that's fucking pissing me off more than fucking anything. And I'm going to come out and say it right now, and I think everybody needs to hear it. I didn't even take a drink before I say this. Hey Kardashians! Hey Kardashians! Just fuck off. Fuck off. I'm glad that you're worried about Lamar Odom, but you don't need to be doing this public fucking image of being worried about Lamar Odom. Fuck off. I'm sick and tired of your goddamn family. Go away. Stop exploiting. This guy's on his deathbed and you're sitting there exploiting him. The day that Lamar Odom got fucking picked up by the ambulance, I was watching some fucking news, entertainment section or whatever, and they were talking about Lamar Odom in the hospital, and the very first thing that they went to was an episode of the new fucking Kardashian show, or Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or whatever it is, a show that I've never spent 1 second of watching, or fucking spent 1 second of thinking about watching. Had a clip of them talking about Lamar Odom, and the girl was all worried, and she's like, I gotta keep his number because I'm worried. And the other girl was like, don't worry. He's like, I got it. Fucking boom. It's like they're fucking editing, and they were sitting on it. They were sitting on it. As soon as they saw fucking Lamar Odom was picked up, boom, they knew exactly what clip they were gonna air to preview the next show. And now I'm hearing from Meta World Peace, formerly known as Ron Artest. Meta World Peace says a lot of crazy shit. But he's finally come out and said some good things. This is what he basically stated about the Kardashians. This is nothing against Khloe Kardashian. World Peace said, referring to the reality television star and Odom's estranged wife, this is for the celebrities that are coming to see Lamar. They should know they're taking time away from Lamar's children. The only Kardashian that needs to be there is Khloe. Not every Kardashian needs to be around him. They need to keep it simple, so Lamar's children can see him whenever they want to see him. They're waiting in line to see their own father. Like, for fuck's sakes, stop trying to exploit him for your own fucking shows. I swear to God, if I see footage of you guys in that hospital on any of your fucking shows or preview shows or anybody fucking talking about that shit, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I do not want to see any footage of you guys in that hospital talking about it, but you know it's gonna happen. It's a gold mine that their fucking producers and shit are sitting on. Same thing they did with the fucking Chris, Caitlyn, Bruce Jenner, or whatever his name is. There was a gold mine sitting there. Money. That's why they did it. Realize it, people. Money talks. $20 million. And all the other endorsements that went along with it. Fuck, man. This time of need, working my fucking ass off, doing internships for free. Fuck, trying to find part-time jobs that fit in my fucking schedule with school. If you're gonna offer me $20 million and all the other fucking endorsements that go with it, I'll get a pair of fake tits and a wig and a dress. Fuck. And that's no offense to the LGBTQ community. They fucking work hard. They contribute to our society in a positive manner. And about 99% of them don't try to exploit their own lives for their further gains. They're just trying to fucking live a life. I'm like this Kardashian shit. Leave them alone. And I agree. The only Kardashian needs to be there is Cole. Or whatever her fucking name is. Like the first time I've ever said her name. One Kardashian needs to be there. Not all of them. Fuck. So basically his kidneys are failing Lamar. He's got to have some a kidney transplant. He's in rough shape. But he's breathing. And he is still alive. So that's good on him. Said the Love Ranch owner, this Dennis Hoff guy that's been fucking going off. The Kardashians tried to silence this guy. And he basically gave the middle finger to the Kardashians, which I would do. I don't think I'd go off with all the details he's saying, because he's trying to exploit Lamar Odom too for fucking fame of his fucking Love Ranch. So Dennis Hoff, a big fuck you to you too. If I'm giving a fuck you to the Kardashians, I'll give a fuck you to you too. But he basically stated that Lamar Odom, he arrived October 10 for a 4-day stay. He spent $75K on 2 women who accompanied I can't even speak right now because I'm fired up. Who were companions, basically, accompanied him in a VIP suite, VIP style. So, I wish you best, Lamar Odom. Tell all the other ones to fuck off. Keep your estranged wife around there. I'm sure you guys might have, I don't know what your fucking relationship is. I don't care. I just hope you get better, buddy. That fires me up a little bit. A lot of my fucking energy started up with the BPL fucking kicking off. 2-week wait with the international European qualifiers that were underway. Good luck, Republic of Ireland. They faced Bosnia-Herzegovina in their playoff match. That's pretty good. They're in Bosnia first in the first leg, and then back home in Republic of Ireland in the second leg. So that's an advantage for Ireland. Good on ya. Bring it home. Sweden, Denmark. That's gonna be a good little Scandinavian battle. Come on, Ibra, get back into that World Cup one last time. But United, I'm a United supporter, United fan. As you can see, my vocals got a little weak from not doing the block podcast for about a week. That's what happens, eh? Your vocals get a little fucking weak. But United, they faced Everton on the road in Goodison Park. The hometown Wayne Rooney, his hometown club, boyhood club. And Wayne Rooney once again silenced his doubters, notching the 3rd goal for United. Beautiful. He had a superb game, getting his forward line involved, holding the ball up for his midfielders. It was another superb game by Wayne Rooney. It's a fucking beautiful thing to watch right now. I know everybody wants goals from you. Everybody wants goals, but hey, what can I say? He's a joint second. I don't know how those fucking British guys say it. Joint second on the all-time United goal scoring list. Joint second on the United's all-time scoring list. Basically, he's tied 2nd place. Gotta love the fucking Brits and their pronunciation of shit. But David De Gea, once again, another solid game. Came up with a couple big saves when it was 2-0. Morgan Schneiderlin notched his 1st goal for United. It's nice to see him on the pitch. We need him on the pitch. He's going to be a mainstay in the midfield. Carrick's legs are just going. Schweinsteiger's still got some things left in him, but he's starting to push up the field a little bit more later on in his career for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he just thinks he has to create some stuff too. But it's nice to see Ander Herrera. Ander Herrera got back in the starting 11. And every time he's in the starting 11, this kid just fucking creates, man. He's one of my favorite fucking United players. Young Spanish midfielder. Ran into the box on Mark. It's a fucking beautiful cross by Rojo. Herrera got his head on it. Fucking powered it past fucking Tim Howard. Beautiful fucking goal. All in all, Lukaku, the Everton front line, they didn't really pressure us too much. They had their moments. But De Gea was there. Seems to be back on top form. This guy definitely is a top 3 keeper in the world to go along with Manuel Neuer. Guess Gianluigi Buffon just never seems to fucking go anywhere. That guy's just a fucking robot, man. Ross Barkley, somewhat quiet for Everton. After losing the Arsenal, it was a perfect time to have a 2-week break. It really was. It let us get our minds off things. But looking ahead to the future for United. Champions League starts today. I should have Champions League on right now, actually, to be honest with you. I'll try to wrap this up and watch it. Arsenal Bayern Munich's on right now. I got cash on Arsenal. Like I said, I'm going to get to my sports picks at the end of this too as well. But looking ahead in United's schedule, Champions League starts. We're in Russia. We're in Russia on Wednesday. CSKA. It's going to be a tough match. CSKA's been playing well in Champions League. They definitely have an advantage of playing at home. Especially English clubs, they hate fucking traveling that far east. It's a big advantage. Even with fucking Chelsea. Chelsea's in Ukraine today. And they're fucking underdogs to Kiev. Fucking Chelsea. Underdogs to Kiev. Who would have thought that? I'm all over Chelsea today. Chelsea has to win. They lost to Porto in their first in their last round of Champions League play. So they need to step up. Once again, you guys should know this, but I'll remind you, I support all England teams in Europe. I support all England teams in Europe, not named Liverpool or Manchester City, because they're just my fucking enemies. They really are. I respect Liverpool. They ain't got nothing for fucking Man City. I can tell you that much. For North American people, basically Liverpool's my Boston. I'm a Habs fan, so Liverpool's my Boston. And Man City's my Toronto Maple Leafs. I just don't give two shits about you guys. I just want to kick your ass. At least I have some respect when I beat Boston. Or some respect when I beat Liverpool. Man City. Yeah, I'm kind of getting into all this because, we play Russia midweek, United. And we play fucking Man City. The Manchester Derby's on this weekend. Sunday. Big fucking game. Let's go, United. Let's go. Fucking need it. Wayne Rooney, let's go. He's got the all-time, pretty sure he's got the most goals ever in Manchester United derbies. I mean, in Manchester derbies is Wayne Rooney. So keep it up, buddy. I can see him firing a few in. I'll never fucking forget that bicycle kick against Man City a few years back. Fuck, that was a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Glory, glory, Man United. I'm fucking pretty pumped for it, but I am scared that we have to go to Russia midweek, and Man City is at home against Seville. No traveling for them. Pretty sure they're at home against Seville. Let me double check that. Yep, Man City's at home against Seville. So that's that's a scary prospect having United. So I don't know. We're gonna see some fucking tempers flaring. I'll talk about the Manchester Derby a little later on, probably on Friday. Get a nice little preview for it. Get rounded up. You'll try and wrap this up because Champions League is on. Like I said, we got Arsenal, Munich. It's a big one. Arsenal's lost the first two matches in Champions League play. They need points. They play Munich back-to-back. They need fucking points. They need 3 points. They're fucking desperate. Fucking desperate. Same with Chelsea. They're on the road to Kiev. They need 3 points as well. Couple of rumors. I've been reading about rumors of United made a $250 million bid to sign Neymar in the summer. I fucking highly doubt that we'd fucking offer that kind of money, but you never know. I doubt it though, to be honest with you. Danny Ings, for you Liverpool supporters, he's set to have surgery on his torn ACL. So he's pretty confident of playing for Liverpool again by the end of the season. I don't know, Danny. I don't know. Go talk to Marcus Stroman, though. He'll tell you how it's done. Chelsea boss Jose Mourinho's continued his fucking rampage. He's come out swinging once again with the media. He stated, quote, "I'm entitled to one bad season. There are guys who have had one good season out of 20. I'm entitled. I don't need to prove. I don't have many friends in the football world." That's fucking damn true, Mourinho, but you have one fucking supporter here. I'll always be a supporter of Jose Mourinho. I think he's the best manager in football by far. He's the guy I'd want to fucking play for, I can tell you that much. He's not quite Sir Alex Ferguson, but he's a fucking knockoff of Sir Alex Ferguson. I can tell you that much. He is the best fucking manager around right now. He is. Maybe Joachim Low or somebody like that from Germany, would have something to say about that. But I'll put my money on Jose Mourinho anytime in the one-game fucking showdown. Another thing that's kind of got me disgusted, it's got me all fucking fired up, as I was fired up about the fucking Kardashians, fucking all surrounding Lamar Odem in that fucking hospital and shit. Just leave him alone, man. Just leave him alone. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but I'm sure you guys are all aware of old Jerry Sandusky when I say that name. Jerry Sandusky, Penn State, the late Joe Paterno. Basically, Jerry Sandusky, he's been spending time in jail. He was convicted on multiple child sex abuse charges. But this bastard's basically returning to court for an appeal hearing. And he is a bastard. He's a sick, sick man. He's going to appeal his 2012 conviction. He's going to claim that his trial attorney was ineffective. He's also going to claim that there was prejudice because 3 former Penn State administrators awaiting trial on alleged cover-up charges weren't available to testify at his trial. Dude, you fucking did it. It's fucking sickening and gross. Think about the kids' lives that you've ruined, not just your own, man. He's serving 30 to 60 years for his conviction on more than 40 child sex abuse charges. Like, I feel bad for the families. I feel bad for the victims because they'll never recover. That's something that they're going to be scarred with for the rest of their lives as much as they want to forget about it. For this man to be coming out and trying to appeal, man. Another thing is, I wouldn't even be reporting on this guy. I know it's public news. I know the public should still be aware about it because there should be a lot of awareness about child sexual abuse because it's just sickening. And with the evolution of the internet, it's a fucking dangerous, dangerous world out there. But this Sandusky guy is evil. Shouldn't even be talked about. Shouldn't even be hearing his name. Should be sitting in jail, rotting away. End of story. Just bear with me. I'm going to grab my sports picks. See if we can grab a little bit of music for you, just to tee it up.
But we systematically remove them like you would any kind of termite or roach.
Right and wrong. Alright, this is for all you handicappers now. This is my favorite part of the segment, basically. I got some frustration out. Frustration of not being able to present my presentation, my story pitch, the whole thing, so it makes sense. I even did it, a little slow. I just read off the facts and shit for you. I had a nice little presentation ready to roll. Pissed off about Lamar Odem's situation when please just leave the guy alone so he can get better. Fucking Kardashians just piss me off. I think I'm entitled to be pissed off at the Kardashians. Yeah, I don't think I'm entitled to a whole lot in this world. I work my ass off. Pissed off at that fucking, I wouldn't even say his name, but I just talked about him, the Penn State guy. Sitting his ass in jail. Stay in jail, bud. Stay in jail. But I'm pretty damn happy Champions League football is on. I got some bets laid down in it. I got some bets laid down in, I got some plays for baseball. Got some plays for hockey. Basketball is right around the corner, where the Cavaliers just finished up their final preseason game. It's a very busy time in the sports world. Very busy time in the sports world. Philadelphia Eagles crushed the Giants last night. I was all over the Eagles in the under. All over the Eagles in the under. Had the under in the Jays game last night. Well, the Bats fucking awoke. The Bats awoke. But we're going to start in the world of footy, the world of Champions League. Since it's on right now, it's kind of hard to get into. I'll let you know what I got rolling in the world of footy. So, Dynamo Kiev is at home v Chelsea. Chelsea lost to Porto in their last match play, in the last match day of Champions League. Right, going into it, Kiev was plus 160 favorites. Chelsea was sitting there at plus 188 away from home. I looked at it, I'm like, Chelsea can't afford to lose again. They can't afford to lose again. I think they're going to start rounding in the form a little bit. I think the players have been embarrassed. I think they show up on the road. I think the game does go under. They're going to jump on Chelsea at plus 188. As I speak right now, it's in the 34th minute, 0-0. First game that caught my attention was the Arsenal-Bayern Munich game, obviously, because Arsenal's in dire straits. Fucking dire straits. Losing the first two match days with back-to-back games against Bayern Munich coming up. Arsenal needs 3 points at home. Arsenal are home dogs. So I quickly jumped all over Arsenal or a draw at minus 133. I'm riding that right now. 35th minute, it is 0-0. I also got a couple overs, which are not looking so good right now. Played a little bit of a parlay here. I took the over in the Porto Maccabi Tel Aviv game. Porto should be able to. Porto should be able to. Porto should be able to notch a few goals in. Especially a team that's suspect away from home. Definitely have an advantage, the Israeli team at home. Bate Borisov is at home against Barcelona. Figured Barcelona, would like to make another statement to the rivals Real Madrid. Barca's been scoring goals. They've been conceding goals. I really thought Bate could sneak a goal in here, and Barca's going to get what they get. Definitely thinking they should at least get two. Both of these games are 0-0 in the 37th minute, so it's not looking too good right now. For games a little bit later on here, we're going to move to the Diamond. The baseball playoffs, the championship series are in full swing. Got a couple great matches today. A couple great fucking matches. First one, 4 o'clock start. About 4:07 first pitch. Kansas City Royals are on the road in Toronto. Chris Young takes the mound for the Kansas City Royals. R.A. Dickey takes the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. I do think Chris Young comes to play today. I do think he does. I'm leaning to the under in this game. Right now it's at 9. But I'm kind of leery about it still. But I'm going to take the Kansas City Royals tonight. The Jays have been hot at home. Alright, Dickies minus 155. Kind of worry about that. There's been some money coming in on the Kansas City Royals. I think I'm going to jump on that same ship. Their bats are hot right now, Kansas City. Good pitching shuts down good hitting. The Kansas City Royals has an awesome bullpen. If Chris Young could just keep them to 2 runs or less and get to that 6th inning, their bullpen could take over. So all Chris Young has to do is make it a 6-inning game for himself. 6-inning game, Chris Young. So I'm going to ride the Kansas City Royals at plus 135. Guess I should have laid those stats. So the Royals on the road in Toronto. Toronto's minus 155 favorites. Over-under in this game is 9. I like the Royals at plus 135. I am leaning towards the under as well. I'll probably tweet that play out a little bit later. Late night action game. The National League continues after a day off. Madden was pumping Rocky music in the Cubs' room. I do think the Mets have a really good shot now at taking this. I thought they did going into this series. They have the better pitching. I think the Cubs, they're kind of a team of destiny right now, but the Mets have a better pitching staff all around, especially the starters. After 2 good starts from Harvey and Syndergaard, DeGrom takes the mound for the Mets. New York are minus 115 road favorites. I'm going to take the team of destiny right now. This ain't going to be no sweep. Rocky's going to have the fucking Cubs pumped up. DeGrom's got some awful numbers against New York. Over-under in this game, is 7.5 too. So I'm going to take the Chicago Cubs. I got them at plus 100. They're about minus 105 right now. You see some money is coming in on the Cubs. DeGrom, he's never made it into the 6th inning in his 3 outings against Chicago. He's allowed 4 earned runs. Well, he's allowed at least 3 earned runs in all 3 of those outings. He's taken the loss in 2 out of 3 of those outings. Kyle Hendricks, he's got 2 solid starts against the New York Mets in his career. Tossed 6 innings, no runs, 3-hit ball in his last outing against the Mets. I say the Cubs come to play. I think the left-handed bats, Rizzo, wake up. We have a goal by FC Porto. It's nice to see that. We need some goals on the board. That's 2 goals for FC Porto. That's right. Those overs are starting to look a little bit better. Fucking right, Porto. Keep pounding that, eh? Fill that net. So I like the Chicago Cubs, plus 100. I don't really have a play on the over-under. I kind of like the under. I think DeGrom will battle, just like he battled in his against the Dodgers. He was struggling in Game 5. He was struggling with his location, walking people. Ended up lasting like 6 1/3 or something. He really fought. I don't think there's going to be a lot of runs. I think that game goes under as well. Before I get out of here, there's a couple plays on the pond. Kind of caught my eye. I really think this is a bad spot for the Montreal Canadiens. I think the St. Louis Blues might come to play. I think the Blues have been on a really long road trip too. So, I'm a Habs fan, so it's the first game I look at. I'm going to stay away from it completely. I don't know if I want to lay minus 145 with the Habs in this situation. Just got a funny feeling about this game. Habs haven't been good against the Blues. I think the Blues are 4-1 in their last 4 games against Montreal. Something about it is saying lean towards the Blues, but the Blues road schedule that they've been on just makes me not want to look at this game at all. A game I do like though. I've been trying to avoid taking road teams, but I like the Washington Capitals in Calgary, minus 135. The Flames, something wrong with the Flames right now. I even like the over in that game more than anything. But I'll take I'll take the Washington Capitals at minus 135 before I do the over. Another thing that caught my eye on the pawn is the Dallas Stars, Philadelphia Flyers. The Stars are on the road against Philadelphia. The Stars are actually minus 120 road favorites. Over-under is 5.5. I like the over in this game. Minus 115. So before I get out of here, hope you kind of enjoyed that. I feel much better letting some things off my, get some things off my chest. Thanks again to CHCH. It was a good time. I'm glad you got to go out with the reporters. That's exactly what I want to do. I like to see them perform. Brittany, Andrew, you guys made it look easy. Made it look really easy. Brittany, you're an excellent reporter. You knew your shit. You made it look really easy when you're doing your live hits. Learned a lot. But you had your notes. You know, you were prepared. You were working hard. Same with you, Andrew. I noticed you always kept looking in that viewfinder. Kept making sure your shots looked perfect. Kept being the ears for Brittany as well. It was a very good tandem. It's one thing I will take away from that is the relationship between the cameraman and the reporter. It was well done. I'm just going to recap my plays for you quickly. So on the pitch, right now I'm riding Chelsea plus 188. Kiev are plus 160 favorites. But I'm riding Chelsea right now. Also in Champions League, Bayern Munich are road favorites in London against Arsenal, but I'm riding Arsenal in a double chance play. Win or draw, minus 133. Things are looking good right now in that game. Chelsea game still knotted up at zeros. I also have the over in the FC Porto, Maccabi Tel Aviv match, and the over in the Bate Borisov Barcelona. It's 2-0 Porto right now. That's looking all right. Still 0-0 in the Barcelona match. Barcelona's offense could bust down anytime. On the diamond, I'm going to ride the Kansas City Royals. The Jays are minus 155 home favorites. The over-under in this game is 9. I'm going to ride the Royals at plus 135. Chris Young's on the mound for the Royals. R.A. Dickey for the Jays. The late night action in baseball. New York Mets are on the road in Chicago. The Cubs have Hendricks on the mound. The Mets bring another one of their young studs, DeGrom, to the mound. Over-under this game is 7.5. The Mets are minus 115. Road favorites. I'm riding the Chicago Cubs. DeGrom's got 3 pretty shitty outings against Chicago in his career. Same can't be said for Hendricks. He's got 2 pretty solid outings. I'll look for that trend to continue. I will take the Chicago Cubs plus 100. On the pawn, first game kind of stood out for me. Dallas, Philadelphia. I'm going to take the over. Dallas are minus 120 road favorites. Over-under this game is 5.5. I will take the over 5.5. I'm a Habs fan. Don't really have a say on the Habs and Blues. It's a weird game. Blues are at the end of a really long road trip. Habs are 6-0. You know, if a gun to my head, I really don't know what I'd do. I'd take the under. But I do have another play in the NHL. I'll take the Washington Capitals over the Calgary Flames. Washington are minus 135 road favorites. Over-under this game is 5.5. Don't like to take too many road favorites in the NHL, but I will take Washington because Calgary's got a lot of fucking problems right now. Glad you could be here. Remember, you can find my work on Twitter at KJ_TheBlock. find my work on my blog site. I got a bunch of work that's going to be published on there soon that I've been working on over the last week. Find my work on my blog site, kylejohnson.theblock.wordpress.com. Sorry about that. I haven't said it in a while. kylejohnson.theblock.wordpress.com. You'll find it. You'll find it. I trust your smarts. I trust your smarts. Find my stuff on YouTube as well. Just write my name in. Go to my YouTube channel. I'm heading down to this Buffer Fest on Friday to cover some YouTubers, so I'm sure I'll have some interesting stories about that, to say the least. And remember, if you're not laying your money down on the table, you're not winning. I'm out.